Oh,
Itsuki
it's
versus
Angry
Ike.
Ike.
Alright, so this is round 5 of Orange Crystal. We have Ike versus Itsuki. Ike is probably going to be Rage Ike, so trying to be super aggressive and use his promotion off top of deck to just clear board consistently. And Itsuki's job is to get a bunch of unattackable units and spam board. Rage Ike does not care about these things. Yeah.
Right. Retrop didn't open with Mirage Chrome 1, which is annoying because the plus. Okay, yeah, it is Rage Ike.
Yep, and that's Rage
I
Ike.
was wondering if this cost one could also be for Tenku, but like, no, it's just.
It can
That's
be,
the only
but
green card
yeah.
aside from Rage Ike,
It can be used
unfortunately.
for Tenku, but it's usually a safe assumption that it's Rage Ike just because more people play Rage Ike.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, yep. Cost 1 that just gains plus 10 attack if punching MC.
Yep. Fate Emblem.
And Itsuki getting a self, not great. Um,
Yeah.
Because, yeah, without Crom 1 being on board, Itsuki being a 40 is rough. Crom really just helps Itsuki start the game off
Actually,
decently.
Retrop could be doing. Could be. Oh, okay. Yeah, he stacks.
There it
Yeah.
goes.
Well, it's still gonna hit.
Yep.
Yeah. So the if it wasn't a Rage Ike setup here, it could make sense for Retrop to not play Chrome
Ju-
1 immediately
yeah.
because he could use Bridge to blow up a low cost
Yeah, I mean, even
using
then,
Chrome.
your as Itsuki, your ideal turn 1 is cost 1, and then bridge, and then you can deploy like one of the other mirages in the backline, like Virion, is usually the best choice, because Virion is kind of just makes everything pseudo undodgeable against non MC. But Rage Ike being Rage Ike, that's not a good idea. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Kinda doesn't look like he's got Chrome right now.
No, it doesn't seem like it, but at this point, Crom doesn't matter as much because it's Itsuki's cost 1, skill 1 that gives him the plus 10. So you really
Yeah.
want the Crom on board when you're in Itsuki 1 because that's the one that has the skill that gives the plus 10 continuous. Crom
Yeah.
1 doesn't really matter too much on board because it's only a plus 10 for attack. It doesn't
Yeah.
do much, it's more for Itsuki's skill activation.
That being
And yeah,
said,
judging by the cards we've seen so far, this is not a old school Itsuki. This is the one that relies a lot on playing a bunch of mirages instead of just
Yeah.
playing like Exalt and stuff. Okay.
This is not set or ST Itsuki. This is more set 22. Okay. One of the best bridges in Cipher on board now. Sadly, not good at this exact situation because it's
Oh,
discard 1, kill a unit.
you know what would be great right now if he had Frederick. Frederick would be so good in this matchup.
Yeah, because then you could hide behind the Frederick and it would
Nope.
be super annoying.
You can actually considering that like
Oh, he's
oh
fatal sorting out.
is
Okay.
okay.
that's the plus 40.
Plus
Oh,
20.
Discard
Plus
Mirage.
plus
yeah, plus
plus
20
50
sometimes plus 50.
if it's class changed. So this is an 80 attack, which can hit. Well, not with a 10 support,
Not
but
for Mori. Yeah.
I see. No.
No, that was only 90 total.
yeah, 90 versus 120, but close.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, if I would say you'd want to class change this Crom to give him the plus, make him do the plus 50 buff, but Rage Ike's just going to kill the Crom as soon as he hits Itsuki. So it
Yep.
doesn't really matter. That's why
Yeah.
Mirage is just kind of actually fold to anything with like free-ish board destruction, and Ike is the freest
Mhm.
board destruction.
Yeah, simply hit and there, gone forever.
Yep.
Definitely gonna be an uphill battle for Itsuki. Not to mention, there's more yellow.
Yep. Alright, so now Ike's no longer going to kill himself, which is all the Ike needs to do is just stop killing himself, to be able to pretty much just punch Itsuki in enough. If they hit another Rage Ike support, it's actually quite bad for Argo.
I mean, honestly, considering that like Itsuki doesn't have a on-hit himself, personally, I would just blow up the Marita because,
Probably.
well, yeah, just blow
Because
up the
Sharon can,
Marita
like,
and
Bill and Ike.
yourself.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah. It depends on what promo they're going, because if they hit that one, which has Mage Emblem on hit
ooh,
for any Mirage unit, it can be
But
quite
not
helpful.
dodged. That's unfortunate.
I mean, this also lets them
Phone
fail
goes
Sorted
down
Out
with
again. They can use Itsuki skill 1 to kill one of the cost 1s.
ooh, there's Mirage 1.
Yep, that
And will
lives.
not hit.
Yeah. I mean, I
Rival, though.
talk about the idea of like blowing yourself up on purpose because you're kind of on a timer because even though Itsuki's not a great deck by any means, the Mirage package can actually make really wide boards and Ike doesn't like that. So
True.
you kind of
Well,
want
this
to
one's gonna
speed the
hit.
process as much as you can.
But already going down to this few orbs is not nice. Okay, Ike's just clearing board.
Oh.
Yeah, Retrop has milled like 4 or 5 Itsuki.
Alright,
I
this one.
doubt that he has many more in hand.
I mean, Itsuki is one of those cards that you actually run roughly 12 MC because you have a very good bridge, you have a good 4-3, and you have a good 5-4, and it's just about which ones you actually want to use and which ones you don't care about at the time.
Well, we haven't seen the 5-4
here's
come
the
out
4-3.
yet.
True, the 5-4
Yeah.
hasn't been shown yet, but alright, now he has Mage Emblem on crit.
Oh, Frederick. Oh, this is
Oh.
huge.
Frederick
This
in
is
the back. I guess that
huge.
stops all the cost 1s, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna make
From Frederick.
Larcy useless. Holy shit. That. Right. Depending on how many Itsuki that like Retrop
And here
has
comes
in
the
hand.
skill from Itsuki.
Yep, flip 1, deploy a Mirage, or class change a Mirage. So he just gets he just gets a plus 20.
Problems back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus 20. Swing
That
in
could
for 90.
hit. Oh.
None of it
Will
stops.
not hit.
That will not hit. Alright, does he at least get another Rage
Unfortunate.
Ike on top? No.
Also, no.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, so now he's just going to dodge the Ike's attacks, and the cost 1s can't really do much, because they're going to have trouble hitting a 70, and they can't crit.
Yeah.
They
So
also
that's why
cannot...
Frederick's doing back line.
They can't pull the
Yeah.
Frederick, so the Frederick's absolutely unkillable.
Well, they can pull the Frederick.
Very good.
You can only not move Frederick if he's in the front line. If he's in the back line, you
This
can move
unit
him.
is on front line.
no.
Yes.
This
yeah.
unit and your main
Correct.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's in the front line,
And
both
here's
do not.
Lewin.
Alright,
Since
so
he
a
has
Lewin
response,
pull...
he can play up to a 2 for 1 cost or just V.
So there's two choices for this Lewin. Is either you do the 1
Able.
cost and you get a Larsain bonds, or the correct answer is you just play Evel, because she can just hit harder.
More notably, Evil does not cost 1 here. Since she doesn't come from a hand, her effect won't reduce her effect. Her cost.
Good lord, that's such a funny interaction.
Yep, Evel is only in from hand. You are deploying as if they are in your hand. It is not from the hand, it is technically different. Evel's skill only affects when she is specifically in the hand zone.
Yeah. Well, yeah. In that case, deploying another cost 1 here is the correct choice because you run Arvis in the deck, so getting an Arvis support is
Not to mention
in your
Daedra
best
just going
interest.
in Larsa here.
I mean, it's not gonna be very useful because of the Frederick, but you know, could be useful after you clear the Frederick.
Or say a disaster happens and Ike somehow self-supports in a non-rage Ike way. I don't know.
Yeah, Lewin is not a hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a instead effect, but since it's not a hand zone.
Yeah, pretty much Evel specifically says she has to be in the hand zone. Lewin says deploy as if they were in the hand, not from the hand. So they are you're allowed to do one action.
2 distinct zones.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're allowed to do one specific action. You can, but she did 3 cost.
Yeah, basically if he deploys her, it's the entire deployment.
Yeah.
So ideally he would just pass up on that and play another one cost if he has it. Yeah, because you really want to go for that Arvis support here. You just want to swing. You probably order this with the one costs first. Well, actually, you could try to go for Rage Ike first to see if there's no dodge. But like, you might want to
Here
save
goes your
that.
attack.
Man, that's
There's
another.
the dodge. From sticking around.
There's a 5-4. Okay, now none of these hit. Well, actually, well, Leaf could hit because he did bond with Deirdre, so Leaf is +10.
Yep.
He won't.
Not this time. Okay.
Do we get a dad Fred skills moment?
He's thinking about.
Frederick skills.
Yep.
Yup, dad Fred skills. Nobody reads Frederick.
I mean, I just did, so.
Yeah, okay.
And so did Argo.
Yeah, okay. So, the proper way to do this, yeah, you just swing of Deirdre to hope for an Arvis. I mean,
don't know if
I'm gonna
that's
be
wise
honest,
here,
I'm
but-
very partial to, like, killing Ike and Deirdre here. I mean, you always kill Deirdre no matter what. But, like, I really want to take an R because I really think he should try to rush this game already. I don't think patience is gonna pay off. Especially once Mamori and Drog hits the field. Because Retrop has shown that he's running Mamori. And I'm pretty sure one of those has a redirect or something. Let me check real quick. Rogue. +40, and then there's...
Okay.
No, it's
They're
Mamori.
getting rid of Fluent here. And Dave.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just... No, she just gets a bigger number.
Yeah.
Actually, if Mamori comes down here, she becomes
would-
a big
Mamori
number.
and Bonds.
Mamori is 100 here, so Mamori would
There's
technically the
Tiki.
best deploy. Or this also works.
And
Oh.
a class change on Crop.
Class
Okay.
changing
Okay.
Chrome works very well because that makes him a +50. And you also have the Tiki buff for Itsuki, making him 80 base, so he is safer from all of the weenies.
Yeah,
80 on
that's
his
a
turn.
+60 buff.
and
Bro just
that's
turned
a
into an
130.
uncle. Oh, this is awful. This is the
Oh,
worst
man,
thing you
that's
could
gonna
see.
hurt. Not only does it break here, now he's got to like destroy 3 times.
Yeah, exactly.
That
He has to choose 3 units to die.
Yeah. Alright.
We have a victory chakra. He gets to
Yeah.
draw and discard.
That's actually pretty fucking important.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Ooh, this-
drop that from. You're
this
not
from,
gonna need that one.
No,
You're
you
not
never
gonna
need the
that
pull
one.
here. Also, the pull is
Nope.
not very great in my opinion, but it is an option.
I mean, it's flip one. Could
It's
be.
something.
It's flip 1 pull, and that unit is can't dodge. So it's not the worst.
If it's class changed.
Yeah. Considering that the entire point of this Itsuki specifically is to class change your mirages, it's should usually be class change. There we go.
Yeah. This is actually a really bad position for Rage Ike. If you have Arvis, I think you have to rip it right now and go for Frederick. I don't think you can afford to wait. I'm not sure if I agree with the bonding of Mamori, because she could have been like a great play next turn.
I think
Not
Mamori
wrong.
would have been a better choice than the Tiki one, but because they were also class changing the Crom, this is probably better because it does allow the hit, and it is defensive. Granted, Mamori being 100 should also realistically hit Ike, and
Yeah.
because you hit the Ike, you also get to deploy another Mirage, which just floods your field with more things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't hate this play. I just don't like that Mamori was the bond. I wish there was another red bond he could use,
Yeah.
but
If you had a
I
Tsubasa one or a Sita one, that would be perfect.
yeah, that would have been great. Oh,
There's
there's
the
the Arv.
Arvis.
All right,
Yep.
he has to pull Frederick, and he has to like to get rid of him immediately.
He's going in for
Okay,
the
yeah,
attack.
he's no. This is correct ordering because if you hit here, you don't have to do any of this. You just go face and crit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because this would
Never
pop
mind.
3, this would clear the entire board. So if this hits, you're good, you're golden. Ignore everything else. Ike
Didn't
should
hit, though.
usually swing first in Rage Ike just because it nukes the board.
Yeah. Problem is that none of these hit without crits.
Yeah.
Well,
Like the
Looks
well,
like-
they can hit into selves from Itsuki without crits, but like, this
can-
Retrop has already
can
milled
probably
through
just,
a
like-
lot of Itsuki. I would be surprised if there were more to mill.
oh, here comes Arvis. Looks, it'll probably move up a Frederick here.
Yep.
Try kill it.
Yeah.
Well, you have to. You have to pretty much crit the Frederick, then crit the Itsuki to hit him once.
Yeah.
And
Well,
even
it's
this, like
gonna
this,
need to crit here.
Yeah, you have to.
yep, there's the crit.
And
There is
there's
no
the
option.
mistake,
If there's
right?
a Fred dodge, it's like backbreaking here, but okay. Actually, you don't ever Fred dodge here because you can always flip 2 and get Frederick.
Yep. Also, with this, Ike's going to be clearing his entire board, probably. So that means Itsuki can technically hide behind the Crom. Like, it's not the greatest idea, but it does work.
Yeah, not gonna hit without a crit.
Yep.
So
Do
unfortunately,
they have
only
the
80.
crit? Looking like no, because they
Everybody
didn't.
says no. And you're not likely to crit with Arvis, so I guess they're done here.
I mean, you can try to crit with Arvis here, but like,
But what is
I
that?
don't know.
That doesn't
Arvis,
really, like,
Arvis is like
Oh.
your
Arvis
what?
is.
Did they forget that that's unkillable?
I
Was
think
it
he
a-
just.
Oh!
Was he digging for the Rage Hike?
Well, there was no point to that attack because you could get rage diked. And I was going to say they could maybe aiming for Tactician's Emblem, but Tactician's Emblem is only on Arvis, so it would self-support there.
Yeah.
I have no reason why that attack was a thing. That Arvis should have been deployed in the front line to kill the Tiki.
Yeah.
Tiki is
yeah,
a
that would've been
non-factor,
fair.
really, but you still want to kill it because that's a
It
3
was
plus
still
10.
a factor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of disingenuous to say she's a non-factor because a plus 10 on a deck that's full of cost ones is actually kind of a big deal.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's a good idea to kill it. I was just saying
that was
I don't
interesting.
think it's going to matter a
Ooh,
huge amount.
Drog?
Oh, it's
Oh,
draw.
only Drog. Okay.
So, if they had this Drog last turn, they should have deployed it, bonded it instead of Memori. I'm going to assume that they drew the Tiki and the Drog from the class change of Crom in the draw for this turn.
Oh my god. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, Retrop can flip 1, and if he has a Frederick, he can just make all of that, do all that again. Yeah, Anankos, plus
That-
60.
Itsuki
There
hits
they are.
hard.
Yeah, it's like, what, 160 now?
Well, it's plus 50.
130,
so,
150.
yeah.
It's plus 60. It's huge.
Does
Like,
that hit? Yes. Yeah. Yes.
The man has decided to not read what TMS does.
to be fair, there's like a keyword over there. I wouldn't read that either.
Yep.
TMS are real units. I believe. I love TMS.
Still, I don't know what Drog's just saying there for.
Drog's there for... It can clear board for flip 1, I guess. If they have a crit, they can use that.
Okay, but the problem is that he's also like a free. Well, I mean, if you do swing with
It's only
Rage
70
Ike into
power.
there, yeah, if you do swing into Rage Ike there, I guess it's like
I
not
mean,
bad for
but-
Retrop because
it could technically also be bait. He could be running out of Itsuki dodges and is now deploying the Drog, so Ike hits Drog instead.
yeah,
For
flip
all we
1, let's
know.
change Chrome into the
Hold on.
same Chrome. Yeah. Oh, into the other one? You're not.
I
Eh?
don't agree with it. Did he have no?
Well,
did-
well, okay, so yeah, he's not gonna
Range.
retreat, reshuffle next turn anyways. So he might as well leave
Oh,
one
I
of
see.
the
He's just
conquest
getting an extra draw from the deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
he could have gone into the other conquest one, but I think he just didn't want to like end up without being able to do it next turn.
Yeah, that pretty much is
And
the
draw
only play
something
that would
back.
make sense.
Okay.
Is if you have another Conqueror Crom in the retreat, just so that you can use it next turn, because you need that Conqueror Crom to be able to hit.
Yeah. Speed up the timer a little bit. Hmm. That's 2 Rage Ikes gone. He only has 2 other, possibly. Yeah. Actually, Rage Ike is really in a bad spot here.
Kinda, yeah.
If Mamori comes down next turn, this game is probably over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if the board state doesn't change and Mamori comes down, oh, okay. Opting to go for Salif.
Oh,
Wait, what?
okay.
Why would you bond that Skata? Why?
I don't know. They bonded a crit though.
Yeah, you should absolutely not do that. You're gonna need that shit.
Oh,
You
they-
can't Retrop, that's not a
Tactic does
yellow
not
card.
work here. Does not work here. No, if this actually hits, Retrop will
No, okay. There's Itsuki
dodge.
5/4.
Okay.
I knew that card existed. That card is generally, if you read it, actually good. It's just so
Just
close
shows
to
the user to dodge, huh?
It's just a 5/4, and like being a 5/4 and not having Sonic or Exiled Chrome level text is like, ooh.
Dang.
I mean, it does have a free draw one and it has a flip one, deploy one, and it is 80 base. It has all the makings of a good card. It's just
Yeah.
not great.
Unfortunate. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have the crit here, then I think he just misplayed really hard because you really want to have another hit on MC here.
Unless they were doing the old adage of never bonding, the soft rule of never bonding MC, but they didn't even need to bond this turn. They could have just kept the Sakath in hand this entire time.
Yeah.
Like, this bond was completely optional and not needed. And Sakath's
mean,
not even
really?
swinging? What was the
Yeah,
point
he's
of it?
not.
What?
Okay, so wait, he has to take an orb. That's like he has to kill 3 things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the Sakath was
Okay.
literally just thrown away. They needed to keep
Yeah,
that Sakath in
so-
hand and crit with it.
Yeah, so my thought process for the Skata being there is that he's probably setting up for potentially drawing a Larce and using it to try to hit, because his low costs are not hitting.
Yes, yeah, that would be the only thing, is you need 4 bonds to deploy Larce, but you might as well wait until you have the Larce in your hand.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, yeah, no, this
Okay.
game is over. Itsuki is gone. Blood is gone. He's not hanging out here ever again.
Yeah, he's going to
Yep.
hide behind his wall of mirages and friends. And there we go, now he's also able to hit.
Rob's back.
Yep, so he's going to use the Crom to buff Itsuki, and then he's going to use the Sita to make Itsuki run away.
Yup. And he might still have a Tsubasa crit. Yeah, this hits. This is 130. 130
versus
before
120.
supports.
Yep.
Yup. Insane.
That's 5/4.
Alright, the question now is, do they have the Drog crit, or do they have the Tsubasa crit?
Alright, victory chakra now, because, you know. Is it optional? It's not optional. Yeah, you have to do it. It's not you may. It says do it. Someone tell Retrop to do the thing. It's not optional.
Oh, they're moving Tiggy up.
Yeah, you move everything up. No,
Yeah.
he did the bit correctly.
Sita is a tap this
wait.
unit, move anyone on your board. Like, it's just an
Yes,
omni
but-
move, so... Okay, so going by the fact that they're
Okay,
buffing
going in.
Drog, they must have another Drog. They're going for the Drog crit.
Well, they just supported drugs, so
Doesn't matter if
I
it's a
mean,
crit.
it doesn't matter. It's still 140. It still
There it
hits.
is.
there's
Yeah.
a crit.
Okay, yeah.
He
So
had the icon hand.
I think
Okay.
they bonded Sakath keeping an Ike in hand, which is a mistake, in my opinion.
Yep.
You don't have that time.
That's
Now
not
look at
bad.
this. You cannot possibly clear all. Well, actually,
You can clear
If
like,
Ike hits, that's a
you
clear
could.
3 or clear 4, so you can clear most of the board. The question
Yeah, well,
is
the
just
problem is that Suki still has an orb, and you have to kill
Yeah.
3 things, so you have to deploy your entire hand here in
You-
order
you
to
pr-
not die.
you would pretty much need to deploy Larcey, deploy something else, and then crit with Larcey in some weird way. Actually, no, that
Yeah,
doesn't
but
really work. Another
nah,
Cicada.
it's over. The game's
Yeah.
over.
Scaffold number
The
2.
game's over. Yeah, there is.
Oh.
No
It's
win. Okay, that's
No,
okay.
that
something.
you got 3 things on board. That's
Oh,
not
you got
the worst.
Arvis. Okay. Hang
That's
on. Hang on.
They
hang
also
on.
have a Larcey crit again.
Oh, he can actually win
Arvis is
this.
here too.
Yeah, he
Okay.
can actually win this.
Deirdre should activate, get them another Larcey
Yeah,
crit. Seliph can
Larcey.
activate,
There's-
get them more
Larcey
Larcey
goes in,
crits.
Scaffold goes to grave.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Flip
see.
2 and flip the
And
2
with Sel's
Larceys, and
effect,
then
they
you
can-
Arvis one of the face down. You Arvis
Yep.
one of your bonds, and then you bring Itsuki
So-
up, and then you
so-
just
Yeah.
wail
what
at
you,
him.
What you need to do is you need to Arvis pull Itsuki forward. Then you punch Itsuki.
Wait. What? That's too many bonds. Sorry, that you don't
Yeah,
have
he
6
ran out.
bonds.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
he ran
too many
out.
bonds.
Cannot play that card. Cannot play that card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he got everything he could need. He got Arvis and
Mhm.
Deirdre out of this. That was the only out.
This is
And, like-
this is why we don't tap bonds, is because it just constantly compares to your current bond count. So Deirdre does not throw away a used deployment and get you a new one. That would be stupid. It's a constant comparison to the current amount of bonds you have.
All right. The question here is, does
He's
he
going
does
for
he
it.
see the play? Does he see the way he has to do this?
We'll see.
All right. Does he
Gonna
have
hit.
the dodge?
No.
Oh, he does not.
did
Okay.
not.
All right, that's
Okay,
a
this is-
pop 3. Not like it matters, because this is the last turn of the game. Pretty
Is
much
it
no matter
pop
what.
3 or is it pop 2?
Pop 3. It's for every card in
Oh,
the
it's
stack.
per,
The-
yeah, per
the-
card in
Counts,
stack.
All
so,
of-
like
The design idea is all of green cards include the top card. Blue AS skills don't, because it's second sealing into a new job, so it's how many times have you second sealed. So yeah, AS don't include the top card, all of green does.
that's 2.
And Sita. There we go. Alright. The question is, how bad are these supports, and can Itsuki being an 80 base survive some of these things?
Probably not. He's got no orbs left.
It-
He still has like
It depends on the self situation, because...
no. Remember, Larcey.
Oh,
That's
a
Selip's-
0.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. The self was
That Seliph is the
That
support.
Seliph was the support for Ike, it couldn't attack.
Yeah, because the other.
There you go,
Seliph-
now this is the
Wait.
correct
self
Seliph.
was.
So
It's-
in this
oh,
case...
so the Rage
Large
Ike is the
thing here.
support for this card,
yes,
yeah?
yes.
Okay.
So this Seliph is only 60, and he got a 0 support. So this doesn't hit
He
without
has
a
to
crit.
crit,
This
yeah.
was one of the attacks you wanted something like this to happen with.
No, you already supported.
No, you already
No, go back.
It doesn't matter. It's over.
Good game.
Okay, yeah, doesn't matter.
Hey, if it
Okay.
did, Self could have just unflipped the crits.
Yeah. Yeah, the Seliph was supposed to unflip the 2 Larceys, and then you have Deirdre and Arvis crits. Granted, those are only go up to 60, so if they self-support or get anything really bad, they can't hit. Which is what Retrop needed in that case, but it just wasn't working out.
Right.
Oh, they're doing Milta promo. Oh.
Mulligan.
I mean, Moto promo against Rage Ike is just that
Wow.
Ike started for dodge.
No, Milta promo can also be milled to one specific card. So you can just say Larcey's your promo, because legitimately it is.
Well, going into game 2. We drop some. play.
Hmm.
Alright. Once again,
Mamori
no
now.
Crom 1 because that is a red.
Mamori now too. Might be important.
I mean, yeah, Mamori's nice because the being 100 base is just good.
There's with our say.
Yep. So Ike did get their promo.
$50 versus $40. Fate Emblem here.
Yeah, this is one point where I don't think you want to Rage Ike this early. You'd like to stay off of it for at least this attack, hopefully. They did not stack a Rage.
They did.
So, the idea behind it is this one you don't need to Rage so early is because you're going to hit. This attack is likely to hit. The reason why it doesn't really matter on defense is because now Sigurd is dead, and you had to take an orb. And Itsuki can't really flood the board with things that can actually hit a 40 base. So at most you're taking one hit. Because they're going to try and clear the Sigurd as well, probably, just so that they don't get hit by that in return. So generally speaking, you'd be fine. The worst case scenario is Itsuki Bridges uses his skill to pop the Sigurd and then punch you in the face. Well, guess what? That still only hits you once, the exact same equation as if you Rage-Iked. The benefit of doing it is you've Rage-Iked now, so you're always going to be Rage, because sometimes you just miss it on support, so you either draw it all the time, or you never get another Fate Emblem to stack it. And this being technically the most aggressive play Itsuki could do, which is...
Ooh, it's Carnage form here.
Yep.
Interesting.
So getting the CF out means that Itsuki now gets plus 10 attack for as long as Crom's on the board.
Ooh, very nice.
Yep, very helpful.
The Mirage Emblem support, I see.
And getting Crom to swing. This is mainly just to try and get Sita out for Tsubasa, because Tsubasa has the same skill as Itsuki, but for Sita, her partner.
I see. Didn't seem to be the case.
No, they missed it. It's fine. That's usually what happens. It's just, there's no reason not to.
And now they're up.
What?
Yeah, this makes sense. There's no reason to...
Oh, this is set 1 Tsubasa. Or set 4.
Yeah.
I thought this was the retrain. The set 15?
Nope.
14?
They sent Sheeta from hand to move the Chrome pair.
Yeah, I should have realized because it's using the one of the promo arts, and those are only for the original Tsubasa, and not the retrain. So yeah, my bad.
Second Larsa and Bonds.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Ooh, this looks like it's about to be one of those games where like Retrop is not gonna have a turn at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. That Tsubasa is just like easy fire for Ike, which will kill the Crom as well.
But they also,
mean,
chances are they can always have another Tsubasa. Tsubasa is the second most common card in this deck after Itsuki usually. So having a dodge for her is not super uncommon.
It's not unlikely, but with double Larsa on Bonds, Rage-Ike is actually in a really good position to just not clear his own field. Well, actually, does Itsuki have any ways to like not to push to move?
He only has pulls.
Yeah, okay.
Unless
then
the other Sita 4-3 has push, and I don't think it does.
Yeah, there's Abel.
Okay. I mean, Shannon skill first, yeah.
Yep, plus 20.
Two swords.
So I would suggest generally swinging with Ike first here, just so Ike can clear Crom a little bit more consistently, because even though, as I said, Tsubasa is could have dodges, it's
Nah.
still more likely that...
Oh, okay,
that
yeah,
doesn't
you
matter.
pull. You can pull. It doesn't. Yeah.
Yep, pull Itsuki forward. Yep. Itsuki technically moves first, so Crom stays in the back. Not like that
Wait.
really matters.
No, they could have just moved Grom first and kill it if they wanted to.
Yeah, pull happens mid combat.
Yep.
Yeah. Chrome stays in the back line. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Argonaut, you didn't misplay because there might have been a chance they had the dodge. They just didn't want to use it because you did the pull.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it might not have been a
Speaking of
misplay. You
dodges.
might have been trapped. Okay, so dodging.
There's the dodge.
This does keep the Crom alive. I don't think it's super helpful here, but it is a thing.
That does work.
Yeah, you go for this. You get the hit. It doesn't matter. Okay, so here you clear Ivo and you take an orb. You should keep the Shannon on the field and take the
They
orb
are
just to
not
get more.
keeping. Hold on.
Keep the actually no, she doesn't untap or whatever.
She doesn't untap. She's just flogging your field for
Yeah.
no reason. You clear her and you take an orb because that gives you more gas.
Nope, doing it
Oh,
backwards.
Going
yeah.
outside.
Ooh.
So they might not have realized that that untap thing. But yeah, that's why she's able to be deployed
She's
as a
gonna
one
turn
cost.
she's gonna turn to stone blood. It's not gonna be pretty.
All right, so we
There's
got
Grom.
Itsuki promo,
There's his promotion.
and now let's see if Itsuki can flip one. Actually, Itsuki's flipping one to upgrade Crawl. Oh no, to get Frederick out. So now can't be crit.
Ooh, very nice.
Are they going to flip one to class change Crom? So Crom is giving plus 50 instead of plus 10. Because that's how you put the pressure back on the Ike.
Yeah, Frederick is the most essential card to have here. He's gonna.
In this situation, it is required.
Retro gun.
Because the two Larsays are just so scary.
Okay, you have to backline it. You can't. Okay, yeah, you.
No, so this makes sense if he didn't read
Does
Evil.
not make sense.
It doesn't really. I'm trying to justify Retrop's choices. Like, if they... Do you have a crit here?
I don't
What's the
understand.
point? I don't understand either. I got nothing.
Okay, my guess is that you have a Fred dodge, but like even if you have a Fred dodge, you don't want to leave him in the front. So like, make them.
This makes sense.
Okay, now it makes sense. Yeah, all right. Okay.
Okay.
I don't
no,
think
that-
I don't think that was the best choice, like the best use of Itsuki skill
No.
1, but it wasn't bad.
Okay, he
Terrible,
can't Evil. Yeah.
And Argonaut just red Evil.
Yep. See, like that makes sense for Argonaut's choice. Retrops, I still think he should have class changed Crom just so Crom could hit, or just so Itsuki
If he
could
could,
hit.
yeah.
But if they couldn't class change Crom, this was probably their best play. In theory, it just doesn't really make sense because Frederick wasn't really hitting anyway. So you could have just not done all of that and have a bond unflipped and leave Sita in the retreat,
Maybe it was
and that's
thinking
fine.
for another Rage Ike.
That could make sense, yeah.
Yeah, you do want to get some swings in, even if you don't hit, just because it increases your odds of like getting a Rage Ike out.
Yep, exactly.
Anyways,
So it's a really roundabout logic, but it kind of makes sense.
It's just, I don't think that one swing is worth a flip one, is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, Deirdre. Okay.
So you either go
Oh,
Deirdre
true.
to maybe set up a third Larse, or you go Seliph because you're saying, fuck it, we ball.
I mean, I think
nope, looks like it's on
Salif
rewards.
is.
Seliph's
I think
not
you go
chosen.
Salif.
They're,
You
going,
should.
they're going everything but the Seliph.
Oh, I disagree with this because
Oh,
you don't have Arvis
no.
yet.
Yeah, they
Three
don't.
Yeah,
North
with-
Ice.
You have a lot of setup, but you need to get your damage in. Salif is your best shot at getting your damage now.
Yeah.
Like you're stuck. You can't get without Arvis. You can't do shit.
They can't crit, so I think they're just betting on the fact that Ike's attack is going to clear Frederick in some way. But Retrop's not an
He's going
idiot.
for
He's
it.
going to dodge this attack and then not
If he
dodge
can.
the other attacks. This is the one attack you
Yeah, he
dodge, and you
does.
don't care about anyone else's swings unless they hero
I
you.
mean, he only cares if like
He only has 3 cards left in hand, though.
Yeah, but he doesn't care about these dodges. They can't crit. They're just 50 attacks. They're not likely to hit
Yeah,
him.
they're just fishing for selves. Yeah.
So that's what I'm
But
saying.
you
That
know,
if
We're
any of
risky,
these
though.
attacks hit, you take it because they don't matter in the long nearly as much as the Ikes. As long as you had the
and
one
I
dodge
don't
for the Ike, you were good.
and I
Yeah, he's
also
going
don't
for it.
like this because
No,
okay,
no.
Yep, that can happen.
yeah, I also
Yeah,
don't like
that's
this for another reason. Not even just the rage act that just happened. He made his board way too wide going into Retrop's turn 4. Okay, that one's just gonna
wait,
hit.
hold on. Yeah, that will hit.
Yep, this one hits. So
That's
like this one's
80
fine to take
versus
an orb
70.
for. Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is that he made his board too wide, which means Retrop has an actual chance to just put a Mamori down and get Mamori's on hit off, which
Yep.
is not a thing you would have to worry about if you played Seliph.
True.
You would be able to clear
Unless he
everything.
uses Ike's. Unless he decides to use Ike to
So this is also another choice. Deirdre should have been deployed in the front line so it could kill Sita. Very minor thing because
Oh,
it's not killing Frederick.
oh,
Yeah, and Cheetah is. Wait, what?
looks
They
like
just
you're getting real though.
they just cleared. They didn't want to swing
Oh, and
with
he
Deirdre.
left the stuff in the front line. Oh, if this is a
Ooh.
Mamori, this could get really ugly really fast.
They already had
But
two Memoriam
Retrop
bonds.
already bonded to Mamori.
But
This
there's
is
a red.
If your hand gets
There's a red.
no, your class change. Class change
Oh,
Sita.
Oh.
that is that is not what you want to see. That is so sad.
Oh. The only reason to class change on Shia here is to draw cards.
Yeah,
That's not great.
the problem now is that if there's ever a Luing with an Arvis,
If there's an Arvis at all, it's painful, and if there's a Lewin Arvis, it's super painful.
yeah. Ooh.
Oh, right.
Class changing Crom, hopefully.
Boy,
Has to be.
Yep, that goes.
Oh, that one?
Move
Oh,
Crom.
does he
Oh.
not have a Conqueror?
Probably not.
There's a Conqueror in Bonds. I thought there was one in Retreat. Apparently not, though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, the correct ordering here anyway is to like, well, if you're not going for
Okay,
phase,
so
yeah.
he's supposed-
Nope, this makes sense because you're trying to activate your Mage Emblem,
wait,
and
this
you got
one.
Flying Emblem to
Okay.
get Frederick forward.
Yeah, no,
This
this
is
is
fine.
correct because Frederick can
Yep.
clear the leaf now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you
How's
should
that
have
do?
attacked with like Itsuki first because because of
Yeah, he
that.
did.
Had a Conqueror, you could have drawn and discarded and then gotten it.
Well,
Mm.
yeah. Alright,
Yeah,
so
that's
now
rough.
Frederick will likely clear board.
Oh, definitely. There is
Yep.
zero chance. Oh
No,
my
no.
god.
Alright, so now no matter what Argonaut does, pretty much, he is going to be taking an orb on end of turn. But will that matter because you're level 4 Ike?
You have 3 Larse up, but the Frederick's going back to the back line,
Yeah.
which is the problem.
They,
Yeah, that was the support, buddy. You got a 0. That thing
it's-
has to go.
I think they might be debating on if they dodge with it.
No, they are supporting again. They don't know that like
At-
he
I
has
doesn't
done this
replace
a few
supports.
more. Yeah, he has done this a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make you support again.
If it
Yeah,
made
but
you
that-
support again, that would be scary. That would be worse. Oh, good lord.
Yeah, and you know what's the worst
Yeah.
part? That Deirdre being
Oh.
gone is like so. She's such a good card right now because you can frontline her and try to crit Frederick.
Oh, that's definitely.
Yeah, that was a good choice just because he doesn't draw the Lewin now.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
complete
Million's
RNG
good.
chance of it, but it was good choice.
I mean, there's a. I mean, you only get punished if you somehow mill a bad card and then they draw Lewin. But if you draw Lewin, you're a genius.
Got good months. We've seen this before.
Okay, 4 bonds. Does he have the 4th Larse in hand? Oh, he goes for
He
Seliph.
got himself and the Arvis.
Okay, you should. Okay, you should. I mean, this is fine. This is probably fine. Yeah, you frontline the Arvis, you send the Skatok to the retreat,
Have
and then you
Skatok.
pull the Frederick, and then you crit the Frederick with the Arvis. Yeah, it's fine to do this first.
Well, no hit.
Yeah, it
Yep.
won't
Okay,
it won't
You
hit.
that's always what you dodge with because there's no reason not to. So yeah, there's a thing, pulling.
Yeah,
check.
now you Arvis crit because there's a chance that you won't need the Self crit
Yep.
Hmm.
into MC.
Arvis should go first here. 100%.
Hmm.
Yep, Arvis is going first. Perfect. 30 support.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, okay.
Big.
60
so yep, this will just be a
versus
Larse
90.
crit.
It's in range.
There you go.
Yeah,
And critical kill.
yeah, and Retrop's never dodging here with Frederick. Makes no sense to do so.
This does hit because Selif's
This
plus
hits.
10. So
Yeah.
yep, no crit needed. But he flips for the crit
Right.
anyway.
I think he didn't realize.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think he realized Selif's first skill, which is when supported by any yellow, gain plus 10. So
Mhm.
Selif is a pseudo 70.
Right. Okay. Interesting board state.
I
Well,
wonder if
Retro
putting
already
Arvis on
bonded.
frontline to KO Kushida would have been a better play, though.
No, I mean, kind of, but you really have to clear. Frederick is your
Well,
priority
you
here.
could have deployed
I see.
Arvis in the front line and just killed Frederick. You didn't have to pull Frederick. You could have
Yeah,
just
you
crit.
didn't have to pull Frederick, but
So,
like it was better to the better play would have been to
Right.
put him in the front line and then raw crit, and then if he dodges, then you pull.
Pull
Yeah,
Frederick,
exactly.
kill himself. Yeah, I see.
You don't want to you still want to do that same play. You
Taking
just
on
don't want to
board.
commit resources so
They're
early.
both on board.
Yep. So this is Retrop's best board state, I would say. Especially if they can class change Crom properly. There we go.
There he is.
Because Tsubasa's a pseudo 80, so technically using Tiki to buff Tsubasa is the better option here. You get Crom to buff Itsuki, punch face. You get Tiki to buff Tsubasa to punch face, and then you hide Itsuki with Sita.
Yeah.
You just make Tsubasa your frontliner and just be like, "Hey, punch me," as she would be a 90. Pretty much,
Right.
unless she self.
Yeah.
Itsuki swinging at 140.
Yep.
It's
This
gonna
hits.
hit. And that's another one gone and gone.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. All right. It does hit. That's
Yeah,
120.
that's
That's
like a plus
140.
50 buck.
Okay. Well, that would be a plus. Actually, if he wants, he could try to like summon Eleonora. Because yeah, because
you
after
can
he
use
moves,
Tsubasa things, to do that. I was just
Right.
saying,
Yeah,
you don't
exactly.
really want to. Tsubasa is mainly here for her second skill, in my opinion, which is why she's getting
Yeah.
buffed here. Because when she supports a Mirage unit,
That's
she
not
gains
Mirage.
plus
that
10
doesn't
attack.
hit. That
This
doesn't
does
That's
not
hit.
not
hit.
gonna hit.
Okay, but he just revealed that Ike has 0 dodges. If he
Correct.
goes for the crit and he has another one to get Eleonora, he can actually just win this
Yes.
right here.
If he had the ability to summon, if he had an extra, like 2 extra Tsubasas, that could just win.
Oh, he has one.
Debut smile.
Yeah. So
Okay.
now you can deploy any Mirage unit from
Oh, Momori.
retreat.
Okay, this can
Momori
also
works.
do it. Can
Oh,
it do
my.
it? Oh, it's a CF ally.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yep.
it can't actually even deploy anything here, I don't think.
Hmm.
But
I
it's
mean,
fine.
it can deploy a
Yeah,
drog. There is
yeah.
a drog in retreat.
Oh, right, Drogs do exist.
Ooh, yeah. That's gonna hit.
Yep, that's a
Yeah,
hit.
that's a big girl.
Momori be buff. The biggest question is
Okay.
so they're using the Mage Emblem to refill Itsuki's hand.
Wait, what?
I don't agree with
Momori.
that because
I disagree. Well,
Ow.
unless that was to have exactly 3 dodges in hand, I disagree.
Yeah.
If it was to keep 3 dodges,
Momori
then
is your
yeah.
wall. She and Tsubasa need dodges because you want to dodge the Ike attack. Because you're going to use Sita to move Itsuki back. You want that dodge on whichever unit is getting swung. Please move Crom back. Please move Crom back.
Uh-oh. He did not.
Crom's not. So Crom can be hit now.
They all gain plus 50 thanks to Momori's skill.
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter too much. The main issue is Ike has 4 choices. If that thing
5
doesn't
choices.
dodge, the entire board is gone.
Yep.
Ike has an on-hit to pop 4. So,
Technically pop 5 since it counts for top card as well.
yeah.
But
Okay. Well,
yeah,
pop
you
5.
get it.
Anyway, it's a complete board nuke.
There's
There's a Lewin. But
Okay, but there's no Warvis. There's no Warvis
There's
this
a
time.
Dydra. No big stuff.
the issue is, though, is that all of these Ike only needs to hit a 1 in, like, 4 chance. Because there's 4 units he can hit.
He has 3 cards in hand.
Yep.
True. Still banish.
Yeah, so you definitely go Ivo, and then you
It's
definitely
Ivel and
deploy
Seliph.
Ivo and... No, Ivo and Deirdre.
Well, they chose Ivel and Seliph, by the looks of it.
No, you should definitely get Deirdre here. There is no way you don't play Deirdre here and get another crit.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the best idea, is to send this to Cathbon and get another Larse.
Yeah, and you could...
Looking like they're not doing that, so they...
There should be a Lost Dam retreat. Sharon from hand. No, hold on.
No, they can't do it. They just remembered that Evel is a 3.
Yep.
Yup, treat as if it was the hand, but not the hand.
You can, but as a 3. Yeah, you...
I mean,
because Argonaut, it usually works well, unless it's under Lewin. It's the one spot it's bad.
Why is this stupid card in my deck? I don't know. Honestly, she is kind of a high roll
Arvis
card.
from hand. Okay. Okay. Arvis now? Alright. Guess he's just gonna go face.
Yep. No, if they have the Arvis, this is exactly what they should do. This is the correct play. It's 2 good hits and then a crit. There's the other Larse. That's why they didn't Deirdre for it. It didn't exist.
And there's the dodge.
Yep. The main question is, do they have 2 more, or is Arvis just going to completely fail his attack? And now they're going to realize deck reset. And that hits.
Yep, naturally hits.
Does
Fate Emblem too.
Yep. The main question is just, does Itsuki have a dodge? And yes, he does.
He does.
Alright. So, does Arvis completely fail his attack by self-supporting?
More importantly, Avo can give +10 attack to Arvis right now.
Yeah, she can. That is
True.
facts. Huh? Oh, right. Fate Emblem. I forgot.
Nope, they are not using her skill 2, but the support is high enough.
Matters.
They can crit this. And they are, and that's game.
Good game.
That's not it.
Yep.
Alright.
So they had the Tsubasa. That means they could have crit with Tsubasa and then used Debut Smile on Memori.
Yeah.
Unless that was from orbs? No, they didn't take an orb this turn.
They didn't take an orb this turn.
So
unless
he got the Tsubasa from the Memori hit.
Yeah, from the Memori Victory Chakra.
Right.
Yeah, unless it was exactly that, Retrop could have killed it.
Yeah. Ugh. So yeah, Retrop's having a very unfortunate tournament. I will say that.
Yeah.
But with that, I end the recording.